Hello everybody, it's Liz from Zunia Berry Designs. Welcome and thank you so much for joining me. I am super excited to finally be able to release something that I have been working on and hinting at for the last couple of videos. And I'm going to call this the Endless Sticky Notes Volume 1 set. Endless because you will soon see that you will have the ability to create an endless amount of sticky notes, whether they're functional or decorative, for your digital planning pages. These are color changing sticky notes for Noteful only. They will only work in the Noteful app. I have a little sticker here that I've created, and I can press my style tool. I have some of my May and my June color palette in here, and I can easily tap on the colors and create myself a different sticker, a different background color, just at a tap of a button. It is so easy and so much fun. So what do you need to create these stickers? Well, all you need is Volume 1 pack, and we'll go over that shortly, and some sort of a color palette. As you can see, just simply using the wheel will allow you to create colors for yourself. But if you are someone who wants a palette of colors, I provide you a palette of colors for my sticky notes each month. I'm sure other designers do as well. You can also get a palette off of Pinterest. I think you can get palettes in Canva if you're a Canva user, and some websites like Cooler and Color Pickers. There's other ones out there. You can create yourself a color palette. The next thing you need is some fonts that you can pair together that will form your headers, that are decorative. Pairing fonts together is a lot of fun to do. And decorative stickers. You can put decorative stickers on top of your sticker, on top of your sticky note, and I'll show you all of that shortly. What else you need to know is about erasing, layers, opacity slider, grouping function, and saving stickers, and we'll talk about that when we go to create a sticker. I will create one with you. And then the last, or maybe the first thing that you need is your ideas. So I'm here to give you some ideas, but I think that if you're someone who loves to create and make things, this is definitely for you. So the Color Changing Volume 1 pack, I'll show you exactly what's in there in a moment, but there are three kind of key things that you have available to you, and that is, number one is textures and overlays. So textures, oh my goodness, look how beautiful they are. This is just a sample of the textures that you're going to get in this pack. And I think they add a little bit of dimension and fun to your sticky notes. And here are some overlays. Like this particular one has a texture and an overlay on it. And here's some examples of overlays. There are two base sticky notes that you're going to get. If we take a look over here, this particular one has a drop shadow that is closer to the page. And this one here has a drop shadow that is kind of lifting up off the page. And when I put one on top of the other, you get more of an idea. I love that these stickers have the ability to be a little more realistic looking. Talking about color palettes, I picked up these two colors from, where did I pick them up from? Pinterest. And I just typed in soft autumn color palette, and that's what came up. And I added them to my stickers. But it is just so fun and endless because you can take them and you can make them all into one color if you want to, you know, or different colors. It just is mind-boggling and fun. That's all I have to say. So textures, overlays, and the third component that you're going to get is functional elements. Functional elements like these bars, like lines, boxes, little header toppers at the top, like this speech bubble is so cute. You know, let's just go over them very quickly. This one has texture and some of the bars and a text. And I can change out the colors if I want to. Here's a nice functional sticker. Here is a sticky note with some stickers from the May pack that I've added on here and changed the opacity of. Here's a nice little overlay. So yeah, it's just a lot of fun. Let me just take this and show you that I can change the color of them. I don't know if they're gonna look all fantastic in that colors, but you can do that. Okay, so let's take a look at some inspiration for you. Here is a bunch of sticky notes that I've created using an existing sticker set that I have, my August 2024 stickers. This is the color palette for August 2024, and I actually added some of the stickers that I have available in that set onto these sticky notes, and I think it turned out beautifully. There's room to write. This one's a decorative one. I could also write something here, meeting someone at a certain time. I'm just absolutely loving all of these sticky notes. And to be honest, August 2024 is one of my favorite color palettes that I've ever made. So some more inspiration for you. Here is where I was using my imagination. I knew I wanted sort of like a black and cream or black and white sticker palette. And I just looked at all of the decorative stickers I had. Like this sticky note right here is from 2024 June, and this one's from this June. And I love this texture on here. My cash envelope idea came from this header that I have, this, I think it's half of a hexagon that I put on there. And then I just drew with the pen tool those lines to make it look like an envelope. Like, this is to inspire you, for you to use your imagination. And I actually, this would have to be my favorite color palette right now, the black and the cream. And I took my November 2023 color palette and some of the stickers and created a weekly layout. Now I didn't put anything. I just used the base layer of the stickers and changed their colors so that I could add my text on there if I wanted to. Here is one that has an overlay on it. Let me make sure that I am on the right layer. An overlay of some plaid on it that I'm just simply using as a decorative element. Here is a base layer that I've just slightly changed the color to, added some tape and a decorative sticker that I had, and I just think it looks beautiful. So let's take a look at some more pages. Here is a set of stickers, and you can really see the drop shadow on these pastel stickers. The things that I put on top are from, I went way back, December 2022. I found that I had made these toppers and I added them on here, and I absolutely love it. But you can do this yourself as well. You can take font and pair fonts together, and I provide you with lines and boxes so that you can also create something like this for yourself. Here is another set of stickers that I created today, in fact, using the color picker tool at the top here. I found, I'll have to tap on this, the style tool. And I just found a set, like you could see where the green lands, it lands right there. And then I moved it around to see if there's any other colors in that tone that I loved. And that's how I created this color palette for myself. These little weather icons are so cute. I've just taken the sticky note and made it smaller. And I can change that out for my pages if I want to as well. So I hope this gives you some inspiration to create your own sticky notes. We are going to we're going to recreate this menu plan. This one has texture. It's got a sticker on it, some text, and it's got some functional elements on it as well. Before I show you how to do that, let's take a look at the Color Changing Volume 1 set. So the set comes again in two bases. Here are your bases, the drop shadow that's closer to the paper and the drop shadow that is lifted. So you would come in here and pick one of your bases and copy and paste it onto your page. And from there you can create your stickers. Moving down, I just used the bases and changed their colors progressively from lighter to darker, and I added elements on top. So these stickers are sort of made for you and ready to go. You can take this particular sticker and copy and paste it in your page and just change the color of it to suit your pages if this is a sticker that you like. And here are some more ideas for stickers. I love the speech bubble. A center a center kind of opaque white sticker so that you could do a bunch of writing in there. This one has a texture, and this one has a plaid on it. So you can use the colors as is, but definitely change them up and use them any way that you want to. This is not all that you're getting. You are going to get functional add-ons and, as you saw before, textures and overlays. So we're going to take a look at those. There are 4 on this page. I think in total you're going to get 8 more textures to add, and they are created to fit specifically onto those stickers. So here are the 8 textures. I hope you can see them. I really love this one. I love the effect it creates. You're going to get 4 and 4, 8 different plaids to put on, and I think 24 overlays. Like, there's so many overlays to add some creativity to your sticky notes. There are hearts, stars, circles, diamonds, kind of grungy looking, which really look super nice on the stickers. Whimsical stickers, overlays, sorry, for your stickers. Just so many lines, grids, diagonals, circles, diamonds, so many things to choose from. Here are the functional elements that you can add onto your stickers, along with boxes and lines. This one works great for that expense sheet, one with 4 quadrants for maybe your meals or anything else that you want. I can't think of anything at the top. They're there ready for you. So they come in white and the black. So if you're using lighter colored sticky notes, the black works beautifully. All right, so let's create a replica or something similar to this menu plan. I'm going to go to volume 1, and I'm going to pick one of the sticky note bases. Just for the sake of this video, I'm just going to create the first one and paste it into my page, and we make it a bit bigger. All right, so this particular sticker has a texture to it. It has these functional bars so that I can type in breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack. So let's go and find a texture. Let me do this one. I like that texture. Let's press that one, copy and paste. Now, I think that I'm going to right now change the color of this sticker so that I can see it's a little bit too light. So let's change it to this gold color. And the textures and the overlays all are made to fit onto your stickers beautifully, onto the base layers. So let's just manipulate that into place. So the texture is at 100% currently. So I'm going to tap on it and press the style button and take the texture all the way down. And then I will bring it up to where I think I like it. And that looks pretty good. I'm not sure if the camera's picking that up or not. I do find that maybe if I change this for you to a slightly darker color, you may be able to see that. So let's style that to a slightly darker color. And that's good. So this kind of does that look like a corkboard? That was by accident here, but I love that. Okay, so now that I've added that texture on there, I'm going to, so that's a layer, your base layer, and now the texture is the second layer on top. I'm going to take it and group it so that it is one sticker. Now there's 2 ways you can do this. You can add everything on here and then group it all at once, or you can group as you go. I group as I go because now that this is grouped, I can't mess with that layer anymore. Let me just ungroup it. I can't accidentally move it off or delete it or anything. It's grouped in there. I want to make it sure that it's nicely positioned on here, and it is safe. So I'm going to group as I go. That is what I'm going to do. So now we've got that texture, we've got our color, and now I need to grab some of the functional elements to put on there. And because we're making a menu, I'm going to grab this one, copy and paste, and put it on here. And I can stretch it out, I can make it taller, I can do whatever I want with it. And I will probably group this next so that it does not move around. It's one of the part of the stickers. Now, what if I wanted to go back and change the texture? I would have to ungroup this functional element, and it only ungroups one layer at a time. So if you wanted to go back, you would have to ungroup again, and then you can change that texture around. So again, you have the option of grouping one at a time, and it will ungroup one at a time, or grouping it all together. And I like grouping it one at a time so that nothing moves that's underneath. And I'm going to position that really nicely, I think, I hope. Okay, so let's group that. The next thing that I want to put on here is some text, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack, that I want it to be opaque. So let's take a text, something larger, maybe this Fox Pizza that I've used before. And I'm going to create the words breakfast. And let's do them all at once. So duplicate that. And lunch. And duplicate. Dinner and snack. Okay, now I don't want them to be bold like this because I want to be able to write on top. So I'm going to take all of those and take the style tool, take the opacity down. I think 5 worked when I was playing around, and put those into place. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack. And if I like where it is, then I am just going to lasso that layer, and I'm going to group it. Remember, it has nothing to do with the layers that you've set up for your planner. All right, so what do I need next? Maybe some, a nice little decorative sticker, obviously some sort of a title. I don't know if I have any food stickers. Let me see if I could find something. Bread. This is really pretty and it matches the color. Here is some bread. Maybe I want to add the sticker on here off to the corner. Do I want it to be bold? Do I want to style it so it is opaque? I think I don't mind that. Maybe I want to crop off some of the bottom and the side so it just sits in there pretty. Like that. I think I really like that. I think I want to make it just a bit bigger and make sure that it is lined up nicely. Okay, so I love that little sticker there, so I will lasso that and group it so that it doesn't move around on me. And the last thing I'm going to do is add myself a title, anything that I want. I could say, how about today is Saturday, Saturday's menu plan. So I will take my font and put Saturdays and return menu plan. And we're going to play around with this font. We're going to center it. I am going to change it because that isn't my header font. What would I like for my font? There's just too many to choose from. I want something, I don't know. I don't know what I want. Okay, how about this one? Endless Passion. I'm going to use that. I want it to be much bigger. And I'll have to manipulate a little bit of the line height so that it doesn't look too cramped. And black looks okay, but I think that I'm going to try white and see if that works. That works much better for me, and I absolutely love that. So I am going to lasso it, and my sticker is complete. Let's try that again. And we'll group it. So now it is one sticker. My sticker is complete. I love the texture. I love the colors. And I come back and I want to put this on another page, but this color isn't working for me. So I'm going to go back, and I want you to take note of the font, because the font is color changing, and I'm going to change the color here. So my font changes color as well, and I don't want that to happen. Then I will have to ungroup, change my color, because I've ungrouped the last thing. The last thing you should put on there is always your font. And now I can change the font and the color remains the same. You have another option, honestly. You can take the font that you've created for yourself and turn it into a sticker. And that way it doesn't change colors. There's a couple of ways, easy ways. You can take up your Notes app, start a new one. And I'm going to copy and paste. Did it paste in there? The sticker in there. And then I'm going to press the up arrow. How come you don't want to work for me? And press copy and paste back into Noteful. And that way, when I go, let's move that one over to change the color for another day if I want to. However, you wouldn't have Saturday written on there. You just have menu plan, right? Because you'll have to change the date. But I can change the color without changing the font color at the top. So that is one way. You could also, if you have GoodNotes, you can go make your fonts and your font duos and then bring them into Noteful, and they will come in as stickers. So that's another way to create font at the top that won't change color. Now, if you are using something that says Saturday's menu plan, then I would do the little trick of ungrouping and changing your color, changing the name, and then grouping it up again. It's as easy as that. All right, and so the opacity slider, you could see me using the opacity slider many times. You can even take your sticker, which this one I did. I'm going to make sure I'm grouped, and change the opacity of the entire sticker, which is so much fun. Let's talk about erasing. Now, you have to make sure with these color changing stickers that the erase shapes is toggled off, because if it is on, you will erase your color, your background color, and you don't want that. You want to have color changing stickers. So make sure erase shapes is turned off for this. Saving your stickers. So you can save your stickers a couple of ways. One of the ways is you can just lasso this and press save and add it to your Noteful sticker tool at the top. You can create a folder, and I've created one called Color Change. So let me just save that in there and it will pop up. The beauty is that when I go back to there and tap on a sticker, for example, this one, that it is color changing, and I think that's font, so that'll change the color of it. So let's just style this and see. It is a color changing sticker. So you could save all of them in there if you wanted to. The other option, and I have created for you, is sticker books, so that you can have all of your beautiful sticky note creations in one place. And this is the sticky book that the sticker book that I am talking about. You're going to get my color changing sticker book with 20 different pages for you to hold your stickers, and you can name what you have on those pages. For example, I'm going to make a little page of the rest of the year of calendar so that I can easily take the sticker, change the color of it, and put it on one of my pages. And it is that much fun. Right now, I currently have what I was using to show you in there. You're going to get a landscape version and a portrait version, because you need a place to create those stickers and you need a place to hold those stickers. So that is also included in this pack. I think that's all that I can think of. Let me go through my little sticky note here. Volume 1 pack, color palettes, fonts, deco stickers, erasing. Why does that? Oh, I'm on the wrong. That's why. Please don't, please, for the integrity of the color changing, please don't have erased shapes on. This is what I'm talking about, layers, layering one on top of the other, using the opacity slider for stickers, grouping them together, saving them, and your ideas. And I am going to leave it at that. And I'm excited for you to have so much fun creating endless amounts of sticky notes for yourself. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video.